Hi, friends. I unmuted myself early. Who knew? I mean, I guess muting, unmuting is a problem. I did it wrong last week. It took me a minute to figure out that I had no volume, but that happens. Okay, so I have silly old bear things to show you, and I have one other thing that's near and dear to my heart that I want to show you. Um, oh, hi, Mary. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Kathy. Um, so I don't, my dad is 93. I talk about him a lot. One of the things I did with him a couple of years ago, well, 2018. So that's been a hot minute. But I took dad on, or I went with dad. I'm going to make that so it doesn't glare. I'm just going to turn it off here for a minute because that's annoying. So I took dad on an honor flight. I don't know if you can see these pictures or not, but dad and I went to Washington, D.C. If you don't know what an honor flight is, it's incredible. They take veterans. Dad was in the Korean conflict. But they take these veterans on this trip to D.C. and it's pretty amazing. Sorry, that's my arm. I had to mute my phone. It's pretty amazing what they do. In fact, it was in 2018 and I still struggle talking about it without getting teary-eyed, and I don't cry. I'm not a crier. I have sisters that are. But this is him doing what they did call mail call. And what mail call is they give him these big envelopes. I was going to get it from him before I do this event tomorrow, and I didn't get a chance to, but they give him these envelopes that have mail in it that random people have sent in. So this new bundle is perfect for what I want to do. I work with a Mom's Time Out group, and so we're going to do honor flight cards on Wednesday, and we'll probably have 100 of them done by the end of the time. But I've kept it really simple. And all you do is write in here, thank you for your service. You don't have to sign it, whatever you want to do. So as I sat there with my dad, and they called his name and he got his envelope, he kept pulling things out. And school-age children do things, teachers do things. So he kept pulling things out and he kept going, I don't know these people. And next to me, on the other side of me, was a gentleman who was weeping because all of his family has passed away. He only had one sister. Neither of them ever married. Neither of them had children. And he just wept. He said, I didn't think I would have anybody send me anything. So that's the reason that we do this. I do this. We've done it at events before where people bring cards and donate them. I've done them for corporately for people that want to make a difference. So if you don't know what the honor flight is and you ever want to send a card to a veteran, this is the perfect thing to do. You can contact me and I'll give you my local one, but you probably have a local one somewhere. All you have to do is look up the honor flight. It's incredible. So on Wednesday, we'll probably be making 100 cards. Our church is actually doing it. They posted something Saturday or Sunday afternoon that said, hey, if you want to bring a veteran a card, we're collecting them. They didn't know Mom's Time Out was doing it, and I didn't know they were going to do it. It just happens we're all doing it at the same time. So we're going to do some fun cards for veterans. So if you ever want to do that or want to know more information, just let me know. Oh, Mary, you've made cards for the honor flight. It was an experience. I mean, my sisters are weepers. They would have been in a fetal position by the time they were done. So me and Sherry and Tanya are going to do a silly old bear class. It's $130. That gets you all the things that I'm going to show you. And that'll get you 6 projects. And then if you can order it from one of us, but you have to do it by May 3rd or May 4th. You need to do it because I'm afraid it's going to go in back order. If you just fill out the information for the class, it's at $130. If you already have it and you're a demonstrator, it's $25 for the PDFs for 6 card projects. And then we're also going to do a silly old bear make it a party class. So all the details are on Stamp Creatively. I'll put a link in here. I don't really want to go over the details because that makes me want to cry. And I'm also using this Eyelet die, which is product of the month. So make sure you check that out because you don't want to miss that for April. It's really good. So let me show you what I've done with it. And then today's project, I will show you. So last week on my live, oh, let me turn the light back on. Whoa, that's bright. Last week on my, I did one on Friday. Tanya was out of town. If you didn't see the pictures, they're in there. Tanya was playing with bears while I was making silly old bear cards. She wasn't really playing with them, but she did have a visitor where she was staying, which was large and black and pretty. But there's pictures and videos for you to see. But I made it with, this is with the Eyelet die, and this is without. And this is that pretty textured paper. I love that. If you haven't seen it, it's like a mulberry linen-y kind of paper. Excuse me, linen-y kind of paper. But I colored Pooh and Piglet on the paper. And then used the 100 Acre Woods embossing folder to, and then used a blend brush on it. There's a video. You can see if you want more details. Here is this. That's one I did a while ago. That's with the dies. Here's, isn't that cute? These are with the cutouts in the 100 Acre Woods. These are the little honeycombs and the honey pot. All of this is in the dies. This we did as a swap when we got together. Isn't it cute? So cute. Oh, here's my butterflies. I looked everywhere for them. Now I have 2 packs open. This is the one I played with this morning. And Piglet's blowing a dandelion, but I put the butterflies in there. Because if you buy our kit, and again, it's in the details, we're using the new Golden Glow ribbon and then the butterflies. So I eyeletted this background and then added some butterflies. And then look at this. It never hurts to keep looking up. So loved it. So the paper is beautiful. It has these scenes that you can cut out, which as you can see, I've used those a couple of times. It's got some great different patterns. Some of these are little scenes that you could cut out. The dies don't go with this one. The dies go with this one, where all of these can be cut out with the dies. There's this one. Here's cute trees that are upside down. The paper's just really pretty. There's 100 Acre Woods. And I love this stripe. I whacked a piece out of the stripe and then realized this is what was on back. I almost cried, but I liked the stripe. And then there's this piece again. This is the one I want because what I'm going to do, lucky you don't even know how lucky you are because I have my blends out and I have us doing some coloring. So I've stamped my characters in early espresso, and then most of the colors that I used are in colors, or I have a crumb cake, light crumb cake twice. But most of the other ones are in colors. Last year's, there's the Timid Tiger, and then this year's. So we're going to color some of our little characters. I want to show you how easy it is to color these guys. And I kind of patterned it after what I saw over here. So we're going to start with Owl. He has a golden glow nose. Oh, and feet. And then I just took this light crumb cake and just kind of, I don't know if you guys are blend colors or if you like to color with blends, but, you know, it just, and again, this is stamped in espresso. I wanted to get as close to the images on here, like here's Owl. And so I've kind of duplicated that real simply. So that was the light crumb cake, I'm going to add a little dark in here just to shadow him a little bit. Now, just so you know, if you're writing comments, I can't see them in color, but I'll talk to you in a minute. While I've got the crumb cake out, I've got Rue, who also, or Kenga, who also is an espresso in the bunny. Or in, geez, stamped in espresso, colored in crumb cake. I was waiting on a new crumb cake for a while. They've been out of stock. They are back, friends. And then I'm going to go from with some light. And on the picture, it doesn't show this, but I did it because I could. I put a little pink. This is the new Barely Blush. So I pinked the ear a little bit because I liked it. So there's Kenga, and now we got the bunny. Rabbit. I need to get the names right. There are some serious poo enthusiasts, and you just don't want to mess up the names. They get kind of fussy if you try to put the wrong name with the character. And Winnie the Pooh's so classic. We just like it. And I'm okay. I stamped on vanilla, and I'm okay if the vanilla shows through and everything isn't colored. I guess, can you see that good enough? Okay, again. Then, oh, Pooh. I don't think I have any more of these. Pooh is Golden Glow. I've got dark. Wait a minute. Yep, that was dark. Now I'm going to do light. Oh, that's Timid Tiger, Susan. Pay attention to what you're doing. So this Pooh is going to be a little orange on a spot, which is fine. I could have read the thing and it would have helped, but Pooh's okay with a little orange. He won't mind. And no one would notice if you didn't see me do this. Then the honey pot is hydrangea hue. Light hydrangea hue. How am I doing? Okay, now here's Tigger. This is the dark, Timid Tiger. I'm trying to be real careful that I'm not squeaky. And this is the light Timid Tiger. We live in the woods, and when we first moved in, our animals were named after Pooh characters. So we had Tigger and Eeyore and Winnie were kitty cats' names. Oh, this is the Barely Blush. Yeah, light and dark is Piglet. See, there's Piglet. And Piglet's, oh, I'm going to use my Golden Glow for this. Oh, they use green. Never mind. Then this is the light Peaceful Pine. They use this. And then his jacket is Peaceful Pine. And then the last one is Eeyore. and he is Barely Blush Tail. And Hydrangea Hue. I mean, look at all these colors. This is the dark Hydrangea Hue. I mean, now I'm second guessing all my color things, right? Since I couldn't tell the difference between Timid Tiger and Golden Glow. And again, I don't mind if I have a little, like if it's all not solid. Okay, so here are my characters. Matching them to the DSP colors that Stampin' Up! Did. I know, I love Piglet too. So then, I didn't want you to have to watch me cut them all out, but I have a few of them cut out. I didn't cut them all, but I cut some of them out. And then what I wanted to do was, I have a piece of crumb cake. I folded the card in half, and then I folded it back. I've added this word, the best kind of days are days spent together, which is why I have my friends. Can you hear my ding-dong dog? I've got a ding-dong dog over here scratching on the bed to get the bed comfortable. This is that eyelet, and I ran it through, they call this the silicone plate, but as you can see, it's like a silicone mat. And when you run it through, you can texture it. So I've textured my early espresso, and I have little confetti bits, which is crazy. So I've textured it. I didn't cut it out. I textured it just to make it a little bit different. Okay. So I have a piece of Hydrangea Hue from left over from this card because I cut off the bottom because I wanted to put that bow on there. So I'm going to put this over here because I didn't fold it back completely. I shorted it a little bit. So right here. And then that's going to fold back. Looks like it's a little long. Let me cut that off. It is. Okay. Then I really want to put this here. So I'm going to trim it off. So this fold back is, I want to cut my piece 1 3/4. And I want it to go the full length of the card. So I'm going to do 1 3/4. And then I'm going to cut it off at 5 1/2. Look, see, I have cut and score on here in big letters because, like the color of markers, if I'm going too fast, I kind of like lose my mind. I'm going to put it on here because sometimes with these, with this eyelet texture, it kind of like doesn't like to go over the back of this. So I put it on the crumb cake base. So how am I doing so far? Okay. And then I pre-cut this piece out, which is the door to the tree. So I want to put this on here, but I want to put some of my characters on here. The best kind of days are days spent together. So I think I want Pooh over here. Then I wasn't sure whether I wanted Kanga, like maybe I could put her down here. I mean, if she covers up the words when they open the card, they'll be able to see it. What do you think, friends? I thought Owl might be good up here. Do I need Rabbit down here too? And move Pooh up a little bit? Like, I've played with this layout for a while, and I was hoping you guys could kind of help me decide. I also think I want to put I stamped and cut this with the dies, but I couldn't, again, can't decide where I want all of my friends to be. It was hard. But I think if Kanga, or I even wanted to put, I thought Tigger would be fun in here, like as a surprise. Like I could put Tigger over here. But if Kanga's attached to their, when they open it, they can see the words. So I think that's fair. All right, let's do some assembly required. If you have an opinion, I'll try to look, but I'm so bad about it. I ask you what you think and then I don't pay attention. That's rude. Okay, so there's the tree. I still think I like owl up here. Oh, up here. How about put it on the owl on the back side? Owl goes up there. Then I like Tigger on the inside, hiding behind. We're supposed to have storms here today. I'm not sure when, but they're coming, they say. Okay, let's try. I'm going to put Pooh with some dimension. Put Pooh up here. Now, how am I looking? Isn't it cute? And then Kanga, I still think I can put her, I'm gonna have her living on the edge. Oh, hi, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry your dad passed away. Yeah, those, I mean, again, mine's 93. He can be a handful some days. I had to go back to his apartment yesterday and help him out because we took him to church and he's like, it was cold in my apartment. And I go, why? And he goes, I don't know. He had somehow jacked the thermostat to 33 or to 53. Okay, so look. Oh, Kanga kind of covers Tigger. Let's move him. Friends, they can be moved. Let's put Tigger here. He's still a part of the party. There you go. Now, I want to use the butterflies because they're so cute. I'm going to put one up here, the hydrangea hue. And then there's this Barely Blush, and then there's a white. They show up really well on these dark colors. Look how pretty that is. And I need one down here. I mean, they all show up so nice on here. I don't think I need the ribbon. I think I'm solid with the way this is. Oh, I do want to do a little hydrangea hue in here for the heart. Because I want that heart to show up a little bit more. It would even be good if I did this. Maybe let's put a little Wink of Stella on the heart. I mean, that adds special love. And I wanted to put Wink of Stella on the top of Pooh's honey pot. And I wanted it on Kanga's pouch. Oh, and Owl's eyes. I thought about this as I was blending them, that I wanted to add some Wink of Stella. I'm going to do Rabbit's belly and tail, so they all have a little sparkle. What do you think, friends? Look. I mean, the best kind of days are days spent together. I love it. And here's all of them colored to match the DSP. Now I'm going to cut all of these out and do something. I don't know what. I don't know what. Just because I can. Oh gosh. That was wrong. There. street lights, camera action. I mean, it's always something. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Gosh, I hope you have a great day. And if there's something that you want to see us do with Piglet or with the Pooh Suite, just let me know, because Tanya and I will be live on Wednesday and we can come up with something. We like to do a project. I'll re-show all the things I've already shown, but if there's something else that you want to see, don't hesitate to ask us. I really want to do something 3D, that, I don't know. I think I need to do something, but we're still working on it. I'm working on a photo album. It's really cute, as part of the party class. So again, I'll put all the details in here, but thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on Wednesday. All right, friends.